I had been a teacher for many years. I was a special ed teacher. I became a third grade teacher, fifth grade teacher, moved into curriculum. Got my master's because I wanted to kind of expand my career, and got to the point where I became an empty nester and was kind of at the crossroads of what am I going to do when I grow up. And so I looked at all the best aspects of education that I enjoyed. I actually have a business degree as well from my 20s. And so kind of pairing those two things together, I just knew that I could make a big impact on children and on a subject that I loved the most. It was my favorite subject to teach. And through that kind of grow something that's my own. So doing something I love, changing lives, and also being able to have independence and financial goals met. I'm a passionate person, and by working with Mathnasium and really partnering with them, because they're really looking out for my success as well by giving me the proper tools, it just allows me to connect with more kids and to change more lives. So you go in there with something you love, knowing you're doing something good for people, but then you find other ways that just sort of every year just brings me back to what more can I do? How many more lives can I change? How many more kids can we get to turn around? Whether they're struggling with math, we want to make them see that it's doable. It's not something that just because you weren't good at it in one grade doesn't mean it can't be changed. So over the past few years, we've had a lot of growth within our personal franchise system, and it's been amazing. So I've been able to really partner with a lot of the internal Mathnasium headquarters people. They've helped me with marketing, feedback on site location, feedback on my signs, what my messaging should be, what should go on my window. So it's been very helpful. And I've also been given the tools to create the infrastructure within my center that has allowed me myself to not only grow, but to grow my bench strength within my team. So opportunities for when a new center opens, we've already got somebody trained and ready to go who's ready for that next step for their career to open my next center with me, and then together we grow that one. And the fun part about each of the centers is that they all have a unique personality. There are different types of staff, different types of vibe, different types of communities, different levels of interest of school. Some are the perfectionists, like their kids cannot have anything less than a B. Some are like, hey, I just want my kid off the bench. So the cultures have all been very different. And what's been really nice is we've kind of trained everybody through one of our centers, like our golden center, because that's the one that we truly feel is perfect. And then we've groomed everyone from there and allowed them to really make their centers their own. And so it's been a really nice marriage. Mathnasium's been with me the whole time. I feel like the open door policy, I can call, ask questions, look for feedback, suggestions. There's so many ways that it would be easy to say I just do one thing and it applies to all my centers. It's just not that simple. So there's really somebody you need to talk to and run those things past and help you with making good decisions. So Mathnasium headquarters has been fantastic for that. I have a franchise business consultant who's been a wonderful partner for me. I've been, everything from getting the center up and running and all the things you tend to forget about. There's a nice book that's been put together so that I know how to set up a center and all the criteria that makes me compliant with the standards of the Mathnasium franchise. But then there's all the other things that go into it. So it's not just a box with stuff. It's filled with people. And so getting the right people and getting the harmony going and getting a rhythm within a center has been really nice. Being able to meet with them regularly, whether it's in person or on the phone or Zoom, we use lots of different methods. They are definitely, I feel, somebody I've locked arms with, and it's been a real awesome relationship. Mathnasium, the Math Learning Center. We are changing lives through math.